leading by 8. Passes to Crowder. Launches a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Landry gets the buckets.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Crowder. No good on the 3.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Landry with the screen. Smith dishes to Stauskas. And Thomas over to help. There's the steal. Here's Crowder, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attempt.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. You look at what Covington has done so far. 15 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Boston leading by 8. Now Crowder. But they get it back. Moves back up. Yarebko can't get it to go.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Thomas against Smith. Pass to Stauskas. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. That's a 2 from Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Celtics ball.
Boston's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. There's the dish to Thomas. From the arc. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Smith the pass to Landry. He feeds it to Okafor. Picked by Okafor. Here's Stauskas. Rebounded by Yarebko. Yarebko's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. 17-foot shot on the way. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Tyler Zeller. And it's Johnson in for Yarebko. Kicks to Landry. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Landry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Bradley. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Bradley's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Smith kicks to Landry, picked by Okafor. Johnson with the block. One-on-one here. Here's Thomas. A beautiful reverse layup. Thomas got 21 in the game.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So He's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
It's count that one from Stauskas.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Bradley drives in, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I really thought they did a much better job of getting it inside in the first half. They've got to get back to throwing it in the paint more here in the second.
And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Smith kicks to Stauskas, feeds it to Landry. On the money from 12 feet away. Landry's got 30 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
That drops.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They had not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And I'm sure that loss earlier in the year stung a bit because tonight they came out and made all the necessary adjustments, moving them to a record of 1-1 in their 4-game season series against the 76ers.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 15. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. New group in for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Johnson. Urebko comes in for Jay Crowder. Hunter's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Urebko kicks to Smart. Dishes it to Urebko. Pass to Mickey. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good. And the Celtics lead by 17. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Embiid dishes to Grant. Here's Mickey, goes up the baseline, can't get it to go. The pass to Grant, fires from deep, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Embiid sets the pick for Noel.
That's his second personal foul.
Thompson outside. Embiid, the pass to Thompson. The shot is off.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny, what did you think?
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, Taj Gibson getting settled in really quickly.
That trade is something that has the staff, players, and fans excited. They think it may be the piece of the puzzle necessary to get over the proverbial hurdle.
And with good reason. I mean, we're talking about one of the very best we have in our league, and you have to think he'd help any team.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Washington on D, defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Gortat's got his first 2 points. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Now Beal following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Porter, no luck.
I'll tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Crowder. The shot is off. Nice D from Wall.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Pass to Morris. Feeds it to Beal. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Celtics. Coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know, they played well enough to win. To be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here is Wall. Following the score by Avery Bradley. Unloads from 13. Here's Gortat. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Shoots from 14. Thomas gets the bucket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Wall. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Beal from long range. Crowder pulls it in.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Passes it to Olynyk. Here's Bradley. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The feed to Morris. From 12 feet out. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Celtics have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Mickey. He kicks it to Thomas. From deep. Gortat with the defensive effort. Washington trailing. Wall dishes to Porter. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Howard down with both hands.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. Here's Beal. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
From 13. Rebounded by the Wizards. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at it with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Now here's Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. He dishes it to Beal. From outside, off the mark.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Boston shooting their...
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the evening. And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins on the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff team.
Right.
I mean, against the East top 8, they shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well. So you can see them stepping up their game against the competition.
Now Sullinger. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Shots good by Gibson.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Outside, Wall kicks it to Beal. Here's Morris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Porter in the corner. Shot no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Now the pass to Gibson. The dish now to Sullinger. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Kennedy's checked in for Bradley. And a change for the Wizards. Nene's checked in. Wall draws the double. And Gortat kicks to Beal. And Gibson sends it down. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson.
Wizards ball.
Wizards making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Wizards trail by 5. Clock at 4. Wall. And again, Washington, no good.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
That doesn't go either for Beal.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Randy Whitman gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. After taking the first matchup with them, he wants his team to be even more assertive on the offensive end. He told me, I feel we can have our way on offense. Get them into matchups that they don't like and find points that way. It's what helped in our first meeting. Let's see if they can do it again here, guys.
I appreciate the report, Doris. And guys, how does their offensive strategy fit into this matchup?
I think it should make for an entertaining game. I love hearing coaches say their focus is on offense. That usually means we can expect some fireworks.
Yeah, and I know the fans love to hear that too. Just as I do, I love seeing some high-octane offense. I think it's bound to be a game played at a brisk pace.
And Cannon gets it to go. And it's a 12-point Celtic lead.
We couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Austin with the ball. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Rejected by Wall. Dishes it to Porter. Back to Wall. Gibson with the steal. To the inside. Here's Turner. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Garrett Temple has checked in for Porter. Thornton comes in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Celtics leading by 15. Smart kicks to Turner. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
And it certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Wizards trail by 17. Now here's Sessions. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Dudley kicks to Temple. Nene with the screen on Turner. Here's Temple. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Cannon from long range. No good. And it's Washington the other way. Sessions passes to Thornton. He feeds it to Sessions. Back to Thornton. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Celtics leading by 12. Here's Cannon. Here's Sullinger, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sullinger's got his second basket of the game.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Now here's Sessions. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Gibson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. GA, he's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
Dudley's shot is good. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. There's Cannon with the 3. Can't get it to go. And the Wizards now going the other way.
Yeah, you know, talking about Gibson, he started 70 games his first year and made the all-rookie team. But thereafter, it had been mostly a 6-man off the bench through last season. It happens, but it's still somewhat unusual for a guy to go backwards like that.
Here's Sullinger after the basket by Washington. Shoots it up. Cannon can't hit.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Sessions, no good.
And talking about Gibson, if he ever wants to be seen as a high-level starter, he needs to work on a few things. More bankable moves in the post, a more fluid post game, if you will, and really increased strength and consistency. I think those things will carry him to that starting five.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here's Temple. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 3 assists tonight. And Turner kicks to Smart. Back to Turner. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Gibson. Gibson's got 6.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Thornton, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
No good on that last second attempt there. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And John Wall, a multiple All-Star in this league. But make no mistake, his focus is squarely on team success.
Let's take him back.
Wall's the kind of guy that has his eye on the prize all the time, and the less emphasis he places on his own goals, I think, Greg, the better he seems to get.
That's a great point. And Kevin, he is a man on a mission at this point in his career. Only one thing is going to satisfy him, and that's chasing that ring.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
Isaiah Thomas out there was smart. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Turner in at the small forward. That's the Boston Five.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Wizards. And here is Beal. He has 7. Feeds it to Morris. And Washington again with the bucket.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in.
Now here's Thomas. A 23-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Wall's shot is off.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Fades back. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Stolen by Smart. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Crowder. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 5 assists in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
And now, the first timeout call here for Boston.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
Nicky's checked in for the Celtics. Bradley comes in for Smart. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that.
Now here's Bradley, following the miss by John Wall. Here's Beal, and the jam by Beal.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. So it's Washington now, following the miss by Avery Bradley. And pushing it up, here's Boston. There's Mickey. Crew on the 14th floor. And the Celtics lead by 8.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And Washington put together a good season against the East last year. Ended up with that 46-36 record, with 30 of those wins coming against the rest of the conference.
Pass to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris inside. He's got 6. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Here is Wall after Jared Sullinger's bucket, and Gibson sends it back. Here's Cannon, and he gets it to go. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
The shot by Turner, no good.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
Cannon kicks to Sullinger. Smart dishes to Sullinger. Passes it to Smart. There's the feed to Sullinger. Tries from 16. Beal pulls it in. Wizards trail by 7. Porter passes to Morris. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Morris has got 10 points in the game.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Gibson the screen. Here's Turner. Turner missing again.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it. Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
13 feet away. Turner missing again.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Smart kicks to Cannon. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Cannon's got 11. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Wall attacking. Here's Morris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just did not keep it going.
Well, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best that record. And after that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Crowder comes in for Taj Gibson. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Cannon. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 12-4 run. And Sessions kicks to Morris. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And the Wizards really struggled post-All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason. And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they looked like a lottery team. Then the next, they looked like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot, though. Some excellent numbers in this one for Morris. He's got 13 points and a steal. The switch is flipped, and here he goes.
It's game on, guys. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Nene, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Here's Mickey. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. And Bradley gets it to go.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Bradley on the double team. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Thornton.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Here's Turner, and it's Boston with another.
There's not a whole lot you can say about a shot like that from Turner.
Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Dudley, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Thomas, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Dudley kicks to Sessions. Offensive rebound. That's tipped. Outside Thomas. On the wing. Count that one. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead. The Wizards shooting an efficient 53% from the field. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Sessions has got 5. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Nene down low. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And this game is done. They'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That sets off a 5-game tour for them.
That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, they're doing a good job of scoring in the paint. Points in the paint. PIPs. That's what's going on here in the second.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Evan Turner. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Wizards.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Wizards trail by 7. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball. Boston shooting in the second quarter has been superb, 58% from the field. Here's Bradley. No good with the triple.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Sessions against Bradley. Here's Dudley. Rebound Boston. Crowder's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bradley dishes to Thomas. It's rebounded by Thornton.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with them.
Now, here's Thornton. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Dudley. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Bill.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Thomas kicks to Crowder. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Thomas. Baseline jumper. And a fine roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Thomas got 14.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, he probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
The Wizards have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Here's Bradley. He had 27 points last game. He kicks it to Olynyk. There's Thomas with the 3, and that one's good. He's got 17. And we finished one half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Isaiah Thomas, having an outstanding game. He ended up with 17. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Thomas. He's got 17 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Taking a look at the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. Morris with the bucket.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, and that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Third spot, the Celtics.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Here's Porter. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Porter's got 18 points.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Cannon on deep. That's good. 14 points for him.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Now here's Wall. 9-point game. Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Cannon can't hit.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Beal can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Washington, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And, of course, the Celtics, a half game back.
And seeing where Washington is, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
You're so right. I mean, some of the league's better teams can overcome a bumpy start and make a big push. But this team, not one of them.
No good from Gibson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And Wall kicks to Porter. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 9. Smart passes to Cannon. Here's Turner. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Porter, no luck. The Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Kicks it to Turner. Lets it go. And Jared Sullinger, the bucket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got 3 assists tonight. And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Washington calls timeout. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence, coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His 2nd 3 of the half right there.
Outside, Wall. And the wide-open shot from Morris. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his 2nd chance last season. Played with more focus. Huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Gibson dishes to Thomas. From downtown, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the 2nd half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now here's Beal. He's got 9. Here's Gortat. Misses the fadeaway jumper. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 14.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
And stolen by Thomas. It's stolen by Wall. He dishes it to Morris. Back to Wall. Down low. That's tipped. The dive for the ball. Celtics leading by 20. Thomas outside. Poked away. Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wizards passing it around. And Gortat kicks to Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Back to Gibson. Shot from 12. And he drops that one in. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for March and Gortat. 8th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spur.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Class eater.
The Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Morris.
He's he's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The shot. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Wall, that's good.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. Well, you can see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Now Beal, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Nene into the lane, lays it up and banks it in. Nene's got his second bucket tonight.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And he gets the bucket. 22 points for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Wall. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Over to the left wing. Here's Porter. Rebound, Boston. Outside Bradley. And Gibson kicks to Sullinger. Out to the right wing. It's Thomas outside. That's good. Thomas got 25 points in the game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And Wall. Here we go now. Rebound, Boston. Thomas got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Here's Wall. The pass to Beal. Now the dish to Gortat. Will it go? And the shot is long. Celtics leading by 23. Sullinger pass to Bradley. And the rebound goes to Nene.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Sullinger. And it's Mickey in for Taj Gibson. Then for the Wizards, Jared Dudley's checked in for Gortat. Thornton comes in for Porter. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
That's good. Wizards trail by 21. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Wizards making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Thornton dishes to Temple. Outside for Thornton. For 3. That is good. Thornton's got 8.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Celtics leading by 18. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Washington's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. 16 feet away. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bradley. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Temple, defended by Crowder. And that one's good. Sessions.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. Stolen by Nene. Now here's Thornton, defended by Crowder. Here's Sessions. No good on the triple.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, and came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's a very good point.
Now, here's Thornton. Holding the miss by Avery Bradley. And Sessions kicks to Nene. And here's Thornton outside. And it's Thornton again missing. Celtics leading by 17.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
41 seconds left in the third. Dudley, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Dudley's got 4 this quarter.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space, tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
And Washington has possession. Following the three-pointer by Boston.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammates. Terrific pass.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Sessions, no good. Olynyk with it. Off target from three-point range. Well, through 3 quarters of play. Down. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Wizards trail by 18. Evan Turner is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Smart. And it's Sellinger in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Beal. Dishes it to Dudley. Takes a 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Washington shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Out left to the wing. Here's Nene, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And Cannon gets it to go.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
It's Beal on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 14 points here for Beal.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Cannon can't hit. Wizards trail by 13. The 15-footer. No good. Good work defensively by Turner. He feeds it to Smart. Drops in the layup for 2. 15 points for Evan Turner.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he...
I mean, just beautiful.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Porter comes in for Jared Dudley. Wizards trail by 15. Feeds to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 24 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach Drill.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal, that's for 2. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Took him no time at all on that one. Cannon's got 12 points here in the second half.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Beal with another miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Smart misses. Wizards trail by 18. And Wall kicks to Gortat, pass to Morris. And another miss by Washington.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Shot's good by Gibson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Wall kicks to Beal. To the middle. Here's Morris. Soft touch off the glass. Morris has got 26 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Smart passes to Turner. The feed to Gibson. Leans. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Beal gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Cannon dishes to Turner. Passes it to Cannon. Launches it. Washington with the rebound. Now Beal. Pass to Wall. Here's Gortat, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Taj Gibson picks one up. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Morris, and he slams it one-handed.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Now, here is Morris. And again, Washington, no good. Kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Boston. Olynyk the pass to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Wizards. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
Beal's shot is good.
hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Bradley kicks to Crowder. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And the Celtics lead by 14. Washington has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the middle, here's Morris, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. 30 points for Markieff Morris.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Mickey. Good work defensively by Morris, and the Wizards with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Porter, no luck. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Bradley. Connects from three-point range. Bradley's got 9 points here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Turner comes in for Jay Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Pass to Mickey. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The pass to Turner. 18 feet out. Here's Zeller. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Shots good by Turner.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Wall dishes to Gortat. And here is Beal. Rebound Boston. Mickey's got his 5th rebound in this one. The dish to Zeller. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Here's Bradley. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Wizards trail by 15. There's Beal with the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 21 points here for Beal. Dishes it to Zeller. Pass to Mickey. And he dunks it down.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it? Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Washington calls timeout. Source Broadcast Sports.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. To the inside. Beal, the pass to Wall. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Feeds it to Cannon. Got a hand on it. 1:41 left in the game. Inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Wall. 32 points for Markieff Morris.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
And that one's good. And that's 20 points for Evan Turner. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Porter. Fires from deep. And again, Washington with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Good ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. By Wall. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Cannon, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the game Cannon has been having, he has 23 points. You talk about the 3-ball for him? Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today, but he is just dangerous out there. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Turner with the steal.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Celtics.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And after losing the first of this 4-game season series, they've gotten their revenge tonight, evening things up 1-1 with 2 games left to play against the Wizards.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Thomas. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
It's stolen by Morris.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
But they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Here's Turner, and he hits the jump shot. And the Celtics lead by 10.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out from the side. What a time to have this kind of serve.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the feed to Sessions. And again, Washington no good. Smart, wide open, he fires. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Isaiah Thomas. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
A tremendous night of shooting the basketball for him tonight.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Drake, you got a chip.
We are live. From Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Passes it to Jennings. To the paint. Here's Hazania. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thomas. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and now Hazania isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hazania has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Olynyk, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. And Hazania gets it to go.
And with Hazania, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
It's Jennings with the drive. Nicholson gets to Jennings. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
Crowder with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
You know what I like most about Hazania is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
Olynyk can't hit.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
And the Magic have been a bit of a doormat for the East the last 2 seasons, it seems, Clark.
Well, we'll put some numbers on that for you, partner.
Yep.
They've finished in the bottom 3 each of the last 3 seasons. The plan is to collect talent, and they've done that, but it hasn't gelled or matured to the point of being consistent yet.
Now here's Jennings. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. The Magic again can't hit.
Major defensive lapse right there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And Bradley gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thomas against Jennings. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts. Here's Thomas. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And Doris, what did he have to say?
Kevin, Kevin, their perimeter shooting game is what he thinks will make the difference in this one. He didn't want to take anything away from the defenders they're up against, but he did say he'd be surprised if his team doesn't shoot a high percentage from outside. We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because that's really the only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
Bradley passes to Crowder. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Oladipo outside. At the top of the key, Nicholson. The drive by Jennings. That is good. Jennings has got 6.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Azania. A 14-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 6. Pass to Oladipo. It's back to Jennings. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 8.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Bradley, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And the Celtics making a change here. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Gibson comes in for Johnson. Turner's checked in for Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Thomas. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Oladipo, the pass to Azania. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Azania's got his second basket of the night. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against Milwaukee.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Here's Jennings. Right wing. Here's Azania. Turner covering. Azania's shot is off.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Oladipo. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Vucevic, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Smart dishes to Turner. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Celtics making a switch here. Cannon checked in. Nicholson with the bucket.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Cannon. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Wizards game. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Cannon, guarded by Oladipo. Cannon can't hit. And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Nicholson. Aaron Gordon comes in for Hizani. Evan Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Brandon Jennings.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Payton.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly. So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Gordon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not good.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
The Magic trail by 6. Payton drives in, kicks it out to Gordon. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Fournier. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in the movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Cannon from long range. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here is Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. Left side Turner. He tries for 3. They get it again. Second chance shot. Sullinger with the bucket, getting it done inside. Sullinger's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And the Magic making a change here. Smith is checked in. Cannon kicks to Smart. Here's Gibson. Misses off the left iron. The Magic trail by 4. Screen by Smith. Tipped away. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Nice shot by Smart.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Here's Payton. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Payton passes to Ilyasova. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
1:53 left in the first quarter. Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Ilyasova. And the shot is good. Ilyasova's got his second bucket.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Wasted no time on that one.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now Payton still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fournier. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Smith dishes to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Celtics leading by 4. The feed to Sullinger. On the wing, Turner fires the three. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Here's Payton. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. There's the pick. He dishes it to Fournier. Takes the three. Can't hit. Now Boston takes it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Here's Turner. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Boston on top, up 7. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Fournier out there with Jennings. And it's Hazonia in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now, here's Olynyk. Crowder kicks to Cannon. Shoots the 3. That's good. Cannon's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Celtics.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Fires for 3. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Cannon's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Celtics?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here's Jennings. To the middle, here's Nicholson. Makes it off the glass. Nicholson's got his second bucket tonight. With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
Jennings drives in. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Crowder. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Crowder's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Jennings against Thomas. Shoots it up. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 10 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Fournier passes to Jennings. Free throw line jump shot. Rebound by Olynyk. Celtics leading by 11. Thomas dishes to Cannon. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. He's got 13.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
And Orlando making a change here. Oladipo's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Bradley's checked in. The pass to Hazonia. There's a screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Hazonia's got 8 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Boston leading by 12. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Oladipo. Averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Boston again missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And now Orlando on the break. Oladipo's running. From deep three-point range. Kept alive Orlando. Nicholson kicks to Vucevic, and the lead is down inside single digits. Vucevic has got 12.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Down low, puts up the baby hook. Bank shot, no good.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
There's Azania. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 4 assists now tonight.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The Magic trail by 8. Jennings with the ball. Now Thomas defending. There's the screen. Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. Dishes to Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got 14 points.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Watson, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. And he gets the bucket. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Stolen by Smart. Bradley against Oladipo. Goes up on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds. But Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique. Really great size. And hunger to chase down the rebound, so you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pumpkin.
That's a good point. And Orlando has possession after the basket by Boston. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects now.
That's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ilyasova comes in for Nicholson, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Hazanya.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Now here's Gordon. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. That is good. Celtics leading by 9. Bradley drives in, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now, here's Oladipo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Watson kicks to Oladipo. The dish to Ilyasova. Here's Watson. Not enough on that one as it misses. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Shot by Zeller, no good. The Magic trail by 14. Gordon kicks to Watson. The wide open look here for Oladipo. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his first 3 points of the game. The Celtics shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. The 17-footer. Gordon with the defensive effort.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that
time. Here's Bradley. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And, Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And, guys, how about Ilyasova last season shooting the basketball? Always a decent threat to score. His improvements in efficiency were amazing. He increased his field goal accuracy from 41 to 47% in only 1 year.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Elfrid Payton in for C.J. Watson. Now here's Gordon. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. And we were talking about Ilyasova. There's a reason his field goal percentage went up last season. It wasn't necessarily better shooting. It was probably better shot selection.
And I think the scheme played to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out the open spot-up shooters. Ersan showed us that's his kind of game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To the middle. They get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. Here's Payton. Feeds it to Ilyasova. For three, Fournier. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Shooting lots more threes here in the second.
And given their percentages, I'm not sure that's a good idea. They've struggled to connect from the perimeter.
Here's Cannon. Here's Sullinger. And the rejection by Smith. Smart kicks to Cannon. Puts up a three. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game.
Wow, what else can you say? I mean, I'm almost speechless. He's been unstoppable from outside in the second.
Now here's Payton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks to Turner. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Celtics leading by 13. Nice ball movement by Boston. Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. The putback, trying to get open is Gibson. And slam dunk by Smart.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
Here's Fournier. 8 points his last outing. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Boston.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Great move to the hoop on that one there. He didn't let his height disadvantage dictate that matchup.
One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
5 to shoot. Payton kicks to Smith. Wide open look. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 6th assist on the night.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Pass to Ilyasova, 14 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim. A dominating first half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. Out in front at the half is Boston. They're leading by 16. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills tonight.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because in that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
It sure is a treat to watch him, guys. I mean, everything's been running through him, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the offense clicking on all cylinders.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jake Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Crowder. Knocks down the 3-ball. Crowder's got 15.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Over to the wing. Nicholson passes to Jennings. Off target with the open look. Boston leading by 15. The 3-ball. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 6 assists in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Thomas. Fires the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Jennings kicks to Oladipo. 3-pointer. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Azania.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Fades. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Assist from
Orlando with the ball. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeves. It should be fun.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Celtics leading by 14. Olynyk dishes to Thomas. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
timeout on the court. Charge forward. Fans, get ready.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Celtics really seem to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Yeah, Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gibson comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Bradley. Now Thomas following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. Shot from 16. Offensive rebound.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Pass to Vucevic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch. Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Jennings. 12 points for him. Oladipo for 3. At the live Orlando. Vucevic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. Number 5 is Isaiah Thomas.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Good on the jump shot. Thomas got his second bucket of the night. The Magic trail by 14. Now, here's Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. Oladipo goes in. And he gets it to go. Oladipo's got 5 points so far.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
To the middle, reverses, and it's good on the layup. Lasagna's got 5 points now this quarter.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Here's Crowder. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Celtics lead by 13.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Now, here's Oladipo. He has 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lasagna's shot is off. Celtics leading by 13. Here's Gibson. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 6 points here for Taj Gibson.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Inside. Nicholson with the bucket. Nicholson's got 6.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
Watson, he's checked in for Orlando. And the Celtics also making a change. Turner's checked in for Isaiah Cannon. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Oladipo against Thomas. Pulls up, high post. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Magic trail by 13. Watson with it. Oladipo outside. He kicks it to Vucevic. Tries again, and Gibson sends it down. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Puts one up from 19. That's good. 6 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Celtics leading by 15. From 15 feet away, that's good for Thomas on the assist from Crowder. Crowder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Watson, guarded closer. That one goes. Count. And that's now 28 points for Vucevic.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
There's the bucket. Good.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
Now, here's Watson. Here's Azania. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The feed now to Oladipo. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Turner. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Watson kicks to Oladipo. Here's Vucevic, and that one's good. Vucevic has got 30 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Crowder. Nicholson grabs the board. Nicholson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Oladipo, here we go. Vucevic with the bucket.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
The Magic trail by 15. Watson, the pass to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Watson dishes to Vucevic. Fires from 14. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Vucevic has got 34 points. And it's Turner off the drive. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They set the screen. Got a piece of it. The pass to Azania. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Azania's got 9 points here in the second half.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Thomas, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one great for developing a young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. 3rd youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old? No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season. But give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out. Out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Now here's Payton, following the miss by Avery Bradley. 1:07 left in the 3rd quarter. And Fournier kicks to Ilyasova. Can't hit from 12.
You know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt. Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
The drive by Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 7.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
And Ilyasova kicks to Fournier. Screen by Smith. Payton against Bradley. To the right side. Clock at 6. That cuts the lead to single digits. He's got 10. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. This one for 3. No good.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Celtics up 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Boston leading by 9, and out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
We've got Evan Fournier. Jason Smith is out there with Gordon. Then there's Payton. And it's Jennings in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Fournier passes to Smith. Here's Gordon, and he dunks it down.
Nice job keeping some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Here's Jennings, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Now here's Turner. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can say about a shot like that from Turner.
Dishes to Fournier. The Magic again can't hit. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Cannon, and it's Boston with another.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
One-on-one here. Here's Gibson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Outside Turner. He feeds it to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Sullinger with the basket on the assist from Smart. Smart's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Magic trail by 11. Screen by Smith. Jennings kicks to Gordon. Jennings, a screen on Gibson. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Magic, Marcus Smart.
First free throw is good. The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. You assume that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Kazanya comes in for Elfrid Payton. Now, here's Vucevic. Clock at 6. Fournier dishes to Jennings. No good with the triple.
Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Lasagna's shot is off. On offense, here are the Celtics. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Sullinger passes to Cannon. He dishes it to Smart. On the wing, Turner. Feeds to Smart. From beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid mark.
Here's Cannon. No good on the 3.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's the dish to Vucevic. And Boston with the rebound. Cannon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen away. Here's Gordon. And he goes in for the dunk.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Lasagna. Kicks it to Jennings. Pass to Fournier. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing 2-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He said nobody but us believed we'd be in this position, and here we are. I'm proud of you guys tonight. Now go finish this thing off.
Thanks, Doris.
Boy, I like the height that Evan Fournier has as a 2-guard. I mean, he doesn't have the lateral quickness that you'd like to see in that position, but as he gains strength, I think he should at least be capable and competent on the defensive end.
Here is Jennings after the basket by Boston. To the inside, Vucevic, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Vucevic has got 38 points. Boston leading by 8.
And back to Fournier, his real upside is on offense. Streaky 3-point shooter, a crafty ball handler, and good vision from a passing standpoint. He just needs time on the floor and to continue to keep developing.
Nicholson's shot is off.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Outside Jennings, inside. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket for Nicholson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Jennings against Thomas. Here's Fournier. Poke loose. High post Vucevic. 6 to shoot. They grab their own miss. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Crowder with it. Working on Nicholson. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That'll be his second foul of the game. Johnson against Vucevic. It's stolen by Johnson.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
That's good. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Oladipo outside. And it's off from three-point range.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Crowder. Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim. Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Here's Jennings, finished off the break.
We got a ball game now, fellas, no doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Yeah, and little sequences like that can change the complexion of a game. Suddenly, the pressure now on the team with the lead.
The Magic trail by 7. There's Azania. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, and it's Orlando with another.
He's showing great leadership here, willing his team into this game with his performance, doing everything in his power to cut into the lead.
Now, here's Thomas, the good-looking shot from the wing. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Oladipo against Bradley. Oladipo goes in. Here's Vucevic, and again it's Orlando converted.
And just solid play out of them that time.
Celtics leading by 5. Passes it to Johnson. Picked away. Pass to Oladipo. He kicks to Jennings. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Nicholson. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Nicholson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Bradley, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Having a little more difficulty getting the ball inside here. The defense has done a much better job collapsing on them when they throw it inside. Double teaming and being active with their feet in hand.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Jennings. Back to Vucevic. Here's Nicholson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Nicholson's got 11 points here in just the second half. The feed to Sullinger. Lets it go from 11, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range. Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. Defense stood tall there.
And another basket for Boston.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Magic.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Bradley. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Here's Vucevic. It's deflected. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can he keep it going? And Bradley gets it to go on the assist from Smart. 30 points for Avery Bradley.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Orlando with the ball, trailing by 10. Stolen by Smart. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
They set the pick. Here's Ilyasova. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Avery Bradley. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
You know what, Ernie?
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying